Booyah! What's up, my guys? How's it going, everyone? I hope you're changing. I hope you've shooken the bag today and seen what comes out, and I hope what came out wasn't what came out every other time, and that we're feeling fresh, new, like a newborn. But today, I want to start setting like an intention before I start my video, so I know why I'm here, and then you guys have some more direction. It's more of a me thing, I'm not gonna lie. So what is today's intention? Trying to do a longer video, number one. See if you guys will have me. If not, disregard me. Toss me away. Oh, it's happened before, it can happen again. I just come back stronger. That sounded a bit weird. No, so longer video today. And what do I want to talk about? I think this is really off the cusp, fresh, authentic. So let's think. Need to think faster, Ben. Running out of time here. There's only so much time people will allow you to think before they label you as an idiot. Why would other people label you things? Maybe that's a good start for today. I'm gonna turn my light down a little bit. It's giving too much power. Oh god, I can't even see after I look at that thing. Yeah, there we go. So why would people do stuff like that? Why are people mean? Oh. Well, I think at the essence of them, they aren't mean. And this is the thing, it's like, you only use the tools that have been given to you, you know, and unless you kind of wake up and they're like, right, I'm gonna go find new tools because clearly the tools that have been passed down to me are just fucking not doing it. They're digging up shite. Because most of the tools that are handed down, you know, like how to deal with problems or situations, they're quite narrow perspectives, you know, they're really like quite just dead ends sometimes. Like for my own life, like I think people, like I've heard quite a lot of people, they've identified that something's wrong, right? They're not happy or they don't like their job or whatever. It's the step after that that seems to really be like the step that's most important, but also probably the hardest one to recognize. So you've identified that you're not happy, and that's fine. That's good, because a lot of people are in a sort of ignorance state where they aren't really, like, I don't know how to describe it, but they're unconscious, but they are still doing stuff, but they don't recognize that they're like a person. I don't know if that really tracks, but like if someone's lived the same day for like years on end, they are so automatic that it's like almost robotic, and they don't like have new ideas about things, and then that's just like, damn, you know, because unless you've got the perfect set of ideas and you're always happy, you're gonna need new ideas, new thoughts, you know. Like if you're unhappy about your situation and the way you're looking at it is not like giving you any solace, then there is another way to look at it, and I can assure you that even if the next one you don't like isn't looking, there's another damn way to look at it, okay? We live in an infinite world. There's always a way out, or a way through, or whatever you want to say it. There's so many doors you can open. You can be working a job that you've worked for 10 years and you've hated every single day of those 10 years. And then all of a sudden someone says something to you that sort of just clicks like a light bulb, like, oh, never thought to look at it that way. And then that's kind of also dire because it's 10 years, but at least you've got that new perspective now, and that, you know, the change is inbound. So, what should we go into? So more like, I don't know if that was like, so what could you do? Well, let me think of something from my own life, because this is what I've been trying to do with myself. Well, I work in retail, so when I first started there, the customers were like, you hear a lot of people like, oh, retail's awful, and they're like shaking. They look like they've getting like flashbacks of Nam, but they just worked in Morrison's. But it can be pretty tough. But I haven't found that to be the case, like, at all. Like, I was quite nervous when going into it because I had heard a lot of bad labels around retail. I fucking love it. I think it's great. Like, one of the first things was, like, I looked around and I was like, right, what's like the main resource I've got right now? And it is the people. I've got infinite people to speak to and learn from and see how they are and what they've been thinking about and how they've been thinking about it. But that might be a step too far, because the question I've been asking people on the tills, I try to like get new questions to ask so that like it keeps it fresh for me and for them. Like, sort of like shake the bag, because 2 seconds, I'm gonna turn this light down again. I can't see. Oh, yeah. I feel a little bit pale, but fuck it, I don't care. I'm in fucking Scotland. I'm supposed to be pale a minute. I'm in my winter skin mode, you know. Off topic, but breathe. Where was I? Oh no. Just start speaking again. So like, yeah, people. Oh damn. No, I really don't want to cut though. I'm determined. Oh. No one's gonna wait this long for you, Ben. Oh, I'm struggling. The damn light took me away. So people need to change. Why to change? Why do people mean? No. I'm sorry, my friends. I'm gonna have to come back. I'm back. I didn't remember. I rewatched it and found out. Power of technology. Love it. So I've been asking people the question to try shake the bag up, because I think how are you is one of the biggest habitual, like, I think it's kind of a trap, right? Because I don't think, well, no, I've probably asked at least like 10,000 people how they are, and they've all damn lied. Apart from a few that maybe have said like, you know, I am actually not good today because someone's passed or whatever, and then that's like right, we're into like death talk. I've got 30 seconds on a till. Let's philosophize death with this person that's just had someone pass. It's hardcore, it's intense. I fucking love it. That's a shaking of the bag, I tell you that. Learning how to work with someone that's just had someone pass and try still be positive. Immense fun, but immensely challenging and sort of eye-opening, you know, like giving people peace when they're in that state is like such a joy to me. It feels like a really good privilege. I'll hang that t-shirt back up. So yeah, I've been trying to instead ask people like, what's on your mind today? And I probably asked this to only about 15 people, and 14 of them said nothing. And I've replied with, must be good at meditation, must be a Zen master, must be the Buddha. Because to think of nothing is either really concerning, but on a spiritual level, that's like, whoa, you're cool. But I know that's not like the side they're on. I know they're not no dash thing thinking, you know. If you know, you know. I'm quite fast, sorry guys. No, I apologise, it's just who I am. Fuck it. So yeah, they say nothing, and then one guy said traffic, which I thought was quite funny. I always annoy that guy, he's great. So yeah, going back, so I realised that there's infinite folk, there's infinite people, and that's my resource. So I was like, okay, so if I have infinite people, then I have infinite knowledge, and I have infinite wisdom, and I have infinite experience, and I have, the list goes on. And I've worked in Aldi for like 3.5 years now, which is kind of like, yeah, but it's fine. I've loved it and I've hated it, and I choose love. Whoa. Such a hippie, Ben, such a hippie. No, so, and I've had one bad experience with a customer. One. And I've done literally thousands of people. And it was my first day working there as well that I had the negative customer. And since then it's just been a breeze. I'm just like so buzzing. I'm so happy to see every person I do see that like it breaks whatever meanness they've got going on. Like if they want to be cunty about it, I just don't allow them, because it's like I greet you with like such a welcoming presence. I smile, I look deep into your goddamn eyes, see what you're about. So it's like all of a sudden their usual tendencies to like, whether it be like little comments of like, I did that, or oh, yeah, I didn't think of that one. You know, like little patronizing comments that people do that I used to be really bad for as well, but recognized, and now I don't. People don't recognize they're doing that, but in my field, like when they come into, this is the thing, they're coming into my zone instead of it being like they just stomping around like on a warpath of like their habits. It's like they're coming into my area because I'm such a me, like who I am is quite potent. Their guys just comes down. The veil lifts because all of a sudden they haven't been like, their usual antics hasn't been reciprocated in the way that they normally have. Even if they do let out like a little comment that is a bit like, I'll amp it up even higher. And it's, people say kill them with kindness, but I ain't trying to kill you. I'm trying to make you alive. Because when you're positive, you're in a creative state. You're making things, you're making relationships better, you're making your mind better, clearing out dodgy thoughts, which I had to do. I had a dodgy mind, I tell you that, a very dodgy mind, but not anymore. My head's peaceful, and I think that might be kind of a hard concept for people to grasp, like actually like waking up and thinking positive thoughts, and when something does arise and it is difficult, it's like, I'm not just like super beating myself up about it, like what if they're right, or you doubt, or like you're not good enough, or any of that bullshit, because that's what it is. It's bullshit. Because none of that shit has to be true about you, and you wouldn't want it to be true about you. Like carrying around like sort of debilitating ideas about yourself. It's just a waster's game. So like yeah, like I used to insult people in my head a lot, insult myself a lot, beat myself up, question my worth. When I looked in the mirror, I was like, God damn, look like a troll, my boy. Look like a troll. What else? Like, every time I would eat junk food, I'd be like, oh, you're a mess. You're gonna feel like shit now. But now it's like I can have a biscuit or two, and if I really enjoy the biscuit, then I'm buzzing because I've enjoyed myself. Why would I enjoy something and then beat myself up for it? That's guilt, and guilt's just trying to remind you that, hey, it's like, this isn't worthy of you. You can either look at guilt like that, like something isn't worthy of you, so you're guilting yourself up to try get yourself out of the habit, or you could look at guilt like sort of like you're being silly, maybe just enjoy it. Like just like it you either choose guilt or like just enjoy it. Like you can, if you're going to be doing it anyway, you may as well just be like having a good time with it. Even if it is like a negative habit, it's like, it's only really negative because it's a habit. 99% of what we do is a habit. So it's like, if you don't think you can get out of your habits, maybe try reframe how you're looking at your habits. Because no matter what, you're going to have habits. It's a question of whether these habits serve you or not. And anything can kind of serve you. Like, I was really bad for eating chocolate, right? And it used to like hold a lot of power over me. I know that sounds kind of silly, but probably a lot of you can relate. And I would eat chocolate as like an escape for boredom, or for just lack in my life, or just to taste something, or like to, it wasn't just a distraction. The distraction really, like a habit that was in place from since I was little, because I was labelled as a chocoholic before I even like knew what chocolate was. So if you're a parent, watch out what you label your kids with, because when they're like 20 or like, sorry, like not even younger, like when they're like 10, 12 and you're like, oh my god, you're so bad for chocolate. It's like, well, did you fucking tell me I was? Like, yeah, yeah. It's like if you call your kid an idiot his whole life, he's probably going to be an idiot because you're like the coder. You're like the programmer for your kids. Like you input stuff and get output back. And that's why I find it really strange when parents do like really awful shit to their kids and then they're like, oh, they're so like terrible kids. But it's like, no, you're a terrible cunt. Like literally. But I'll forgive you. There's place for forgiveness. You can always make amends with people. And making amends is super powerful. If you were to like, especially as a parent to child, to apologize to your child, if you recognize that you've done something like that, is like, whoa. Like they'll notice that you've taken a step and they'll feel that emotion and then you can really get grooving and get changing. Which is what we're after on the Scrambled Eggs channel. But I feel like, so look at stuff differently, watch out for labels. Ooh, see, I was aiming for 40 minutes and I'm starting to tail off now. Nah. Do you know what we need? Probably just an angle change. Whoa, check the darkness, my friends. Just as well I've got a light. Oh no. This is maybe not gonna work. I always try to do an angle change and it just doesn't work. Bear with me, I'm gonna fiddle the camera. Criminal, seeing the work. Oh yeah, that looks quite good. A little bit dark, but I can maybe stand out here and have a bit of a wideness. Don't know what I was hoping for with this angle change, hoping for inspiration. I don't want to overload the brain though, because it's quite possible I do that to myself quite a lot. I'll overload myself with information. But yeah, you know what, fuck the 40-minute intention. I want to get some practical tools for you guys because I literally have no idea what I've said or if it makes any sense or if it's any help. So that did not make me feel great. But it's fine, it's funny. Practical tips. So change. You're in a situation you've identified, you're not happy with it. So then what? Okay, because you've got to have a then what. If you're not happy, then what? Please, like you need to start to come up with ideas. Even if it's silly stuff, even like if you're in a job you don't like, even just thinking about like fucking working in a zoo and petting monkeys for a living, like that's probably not what zoo people do. I've probably enraged a small niche crowd and they're probably going to release exotic birds on me or something. But no, like entertain ideas, new ideas. Yes, entertain new ideas about your life. Start to think, oh, that would be fun. It would be fun, wouldn't it? So I can do it, you know? And I was in this rut for a long time of like, sort of like, what's the first step? And like, for me, what was the first? I had to realize that like it was before getting a camera. It was the decision. It's figuring out like, do I want to do YouTube? Do I want to do TikTok and all that? It's like, not really. But this is a stepping stone. Like no, that's a lie. I don't really like TikTok, but I do like YouTube. And I would like to do that, but it's not my end goal by any means. My end goal is I want to help people achieve their dreams. That is why I want to have a company that can do that, can just facilitate people's dreams. That's really the end goal. But to begin with, I'm going to get a media presence so then I can have funding, I can have followers, I can just send to people that I like and all that. And I'm going to take everyone with me. My mindset's not just for me. You get rewarded in this life for doing things for others. You know, you really do. Especially if they can't give anything back to you, and it's truly you're just like giving them something for the sake of giving them something with no expectations, and even expecting a return from someone else for like good karma. That's not how that works, but like that's just how most people don't understand it. Is also not selfless because you're giving out stuff, and even if you're not hoping to get something back from them, you're still hoping to get something back from the universe. Which is what I've been doing. Fuck. See, these videos are just truth finding of myself. I like exposing myself. I am learning, so like if I say something that is a bit like, you know, and you're like high tier spiritual dude, then just like let me know. I'm very receptible to ideas, as I'm sure you're getting. So yeah, entertain some new ideas about your life. I like to say, what's the smallest step you can take? Because that way you start to think of like, instead of like, let's say it's like opening a business, instead of being like, well, I don't have 50 grand to open a business. It's like, yeah, and then your dream ends there. You go, okay, I want to open a business. Figure out what the business is. Let's say I need like, well, let's say I need to promote it. Then I can open a YouTube channel and start promoting, or I can get some of the materials I need to make something. If it's a creating thing. Jesus. It's like, or who can I email or phone, or, you know, even watch a YouTube video. Just get some inspiration. Because if you can see it, you can do it. Now I definitely feel like this angle's too cold. Too cold and dark. Can't see my face. Again, I'm going to press the buttons. I know it's a sin, probably. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Maybe I can get 40 minutes. You guys think I can get 40 minutes? Would you watch me for 40 minutes? Should I put an Easter egg at the end of the video so I know who my true bloods are? Gangsta white boy. Okay, so we're thinking about new ideas about our life. There's probably one idea that you quite like, that like you just can't, like you feel it. You're like, right, I want to swim with dolphins, or I want to fucking, you can just say anything you want, because I think a lot of people think that the world won't facilitate their creative desires, but then the richest people you know are people that make music, or people that make TV shows or whatever. Like, they get paid a lot of money to do that stuff, and they're facilitated. Creativity is always facilitated because it's what the world needs. It's what the world wants. It wants new things because, like I said, it's an infinite world. How do you think it got infinite? People made shit and kept making shit. So we're gonna need you to keep making stuff, keep doing stuff. Like, even if you, sorry, I'm going with that light again. I'm criminal. There we go. What was I gonna say? Yeah, like, no matter what you want to do, there's a place for it, because everything you do has you in it, right? There's only one of you, you know? So if I, like this YouTube channel, sorry, I got the burps, is it, what's the word? Like, unreproducible. Impossible to fabricate, because only I can do these, because there is only I man, Babylon. I watched Predator 2 the other day with the girlfriend. He come from the other side, he's a demon from Babylon. Love that show, love that TV, love that movie. Went off topic again. Probably gonna forget. So new ideas, implementing it, the smallest step you can do. And then you're probably on the track, my friend. You're probably on the track. Like, whatever idea, like I said, it'll facilitate you, right? So it's like faith and belief. Like, sure, you can settle for the job that you're getting money for and you're comfy and you've got like stuff like stability, you could call it, but it's stability in unhappiness, which is just naff. Like, you may as well take a shot at it. Like, you know, you may as well shoot for the stars, because the stars are pretty high up. So even if you don't make it to the stars, you're definitely on your way. You know what I mean? It's better than being in the mud. Just because you've made like a mud chair doesn't mean it's any better. You know, it's still the mud. So yeah, take a risk. Just post the video, even if you think it's going to be embarrassing. Fuck it. It's only embarrassing if you get embarrassed, and embarrassment comes from you thinking that it's embarrassing. What everyone else says is just what everyone else says. Like if I can just take a risk, just do it, go for it. Like there will be a spot for you. And the world, what's that quote? The world fortunes the no. Fortune's the brave. Yes. And it really does. I think it does, because you find people that you look up to probably did take some risks in their life. They didn't live like a life that was like this. It was boom, 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 boom. And that can be really scary. In fact, it is scary. Like, because what you're going up against is your conditioning. You've been told your whole life, no, you can't do that. You can't get what you want when you want, or, but you might lose your job, or like how you might lose your house or whatever, yada yada, and that's terrifying prospects. Or is it? Or is the real terrifying prospect of having a house, having a car, having some money, having a nice phone and a car, but still being damn unhappy? That's a fucking terrifying prospect. Having these things and still being unhappy. So then why are we clinging to the things? Because we've been told that things are the rulers. Like, you need to have things to be fucking a thing. It's like, no. I'm the number one thing. I'm the thing before all the other things. It's like, we're all on a journey, right? And we are all going somewhere. But it's like, whether you want that journey to be graceful or disgraceful. Like, you can... Like, some people lose everything and it doesn't fuss them. And I'm not saying that like that's going to be the case for you, but it's an option. You can literally lose all your things, and you're, like I said, you're the number one thing before all the other things. So you've still always got yourself. And as a person, you can always go make money. You can always go speak to people. Like, imagine speaking to like the next 10, 100 folk you saw and asking them about business opportunities if you had lost your job, or yada yada. Like, the world will cater to you, I assure you. The world is very forgiving and very inclusive if you are that too. So you need to be open to that, the fact that being a fact for it to be a fact, if that makes sense. Like, however you design your world is how it's going to look. Like, if you choose to see all the bad in the world, like, like all of the politics are shafting me, yada yada, all that stuff. If you're viewing that as something that's like a wall, it's going to be a wall. But just as easy as you can build a wall, you can build a fully kitted out fucking bulldozer and smash all that shit. And you can put Miley Cyrus on the end of a wrecking ball and just push it around a wrecking ball. So that's some powerful imagination. Imagination is great. You can just envision like anything, like even if you're not ready to make a change. See, like, entertaining ideas, which I know you can do, that you don't need any time to entertain an idea because it's all in your mind. It's not, that's your brain. Your mind's a different case, but we'll get back to that another day. Wait, I went off topic, sorry. If you entertain the ideas in your mind, that doesn't cost you anything. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need any time, really. Maybe you need like a bit of space. Like, I do this in my work, and I'm self-checkout till 1 and working stock. So I'm speaking to people, I'm walking, I'm moving, I'm looking out, I'm serving, whatever it is, and I'm still entertaining ideas about how I want my future to look. And it makes you feel good, like really good. Like all of a sudden, like, the prospect of what's to come isn't like world ending, like, I used to literally, like, if I would be like kind of floating around like happy-ish, like unconsciously happy, I don't know if that makes sense, but like sort of just like fine, like I was just fine. But as soon as someone would come up and be like, oh, so what are you going to do with your life? Like, what you're not going to stay in Aldi your whole life. Oh fuck, like, it was just like, nah, it was tough. I would like get bored, like, well, I would say I would get suicidal, like heavily, like, and I know it sounds silly because I'm young and I've got like nice things again, but like, that's a problem. These things don't matter. I matter. Like, I'm the thing that needs to be like, I need to be right with myself. I need to be not afraid of the future and not caught up on the past. I need to be in the present and know where I'm going. Not how I'm going to get there, but know where I'm going. And the prospect of even thinking about that made me suicidal because it was so scary. I couldn't envision the future in a way where I wasn't unhappy. I literally thought I was going to die at about like 20, 30 because probably as a defense from like, I wanted to probably just die at those ages, as dark as that sounds, but because, like I said, it was just that scary. But I changed. And you can too. I promise. If I can do it, I'm sure you can. I'm just a fucking idiot from Scotland, you know? Now when I think of the future, I see the love that it holds. I see me and my girlfriend having a happy life and a happy family, and I see my family sort of working through our troubles. I see myself in nice areas, like nice locations, surrounded by people, with my company and my business, and all those thoughts, they make me feel good. I don't feel scared anymore. I'm not scared. I think I'm going to leave it there. I like that, and that was nice. What should I leave as my Easter egg for the end of the video for my true troopers? Oh, should I make it like somewhat valuable so that... Maybe I'm just going to like hypnotize you. Are you looking at my hands or are you looking at my face? Where are you right now? Who are you right now? Okay, I went off track, but damn, I really want to leave like a decent Easter egg. Let me think. Okay, if you watch to the end of the video, I'm going to let you know about a person. I'd like you to... No, I need to think about this. Yes. Get on your Bob Proctor. Now, some of the things he says might sound crazy, and he kind of does sound like, you know, like a snake oil salesman. But I assure you, like, this is why I feel directed and in control of my life now, is because of that guy, Bob Proctor, and all the stuff before it. But mainly him being the vehicle to just fucking do it, you know, like get shit written down. How the laws of the universe work. I didn't even know there was laws of the universe, my friends. There's laws of the universe, as in like a list of how everything works, like science. See, this is not like just Bob Proctor, this is science. And that's crazy, because who set the laws? And that's my Easter egg. Who set the laws? Much love, everyone. I hope you have a fucking ace day. Shake the bag, get some change, entertain new ideas. Smallest step you can take. The world will facilitate you. Bob Proctor. Don't listen to fear.